Now we have to study transformer under no load and load condition. Transformer under no load and load condition. We have to draw the diagrams and their vector diagrams. So first, ideal transformer. So transformer is ideal means there are no losses. In primary, voltage, current, flux is produced and that is transferred to secondary, ideal transformer. If something is lost in primary, something is lost in secondary, then it is known as a practical transformer, which will be having losses. Losses takes place in windings. But since first case we are studying ideal transformer. The ideal transformer is having no losses. So now what is ideal transformer? V1 is supplied, then primary current will magnetize the core. Primary current will magnetize the core and phi is set up. So that current is known as IMU, magnetizing current. Primary current magnetizes the core of transformer and it sets a flux phi. So that current is known as magnetizing current IMU in phase with phi. Once phi is set up, EMF will be induced in the primary. E1 is induced. V1 produces I1. I1 sets up phi. Phi induces E1. See the sequence. V1 produces I1. I1 sets up phi. Phi induces E1 and direction of E1 is opposite to V1. Lenz law. I have told you already. Direction of E1 is opposite to V1. Is induced in opposite direction to V1. E1 induces E2. Mutual induction effect. E1 induces E2. So E2 in same direction as that of E1. So we have to draw the vector diagram. V1 is supplied. I1 flowing through the winding magnetizes the core. So that current, primary current, is known as magnetizing current IMU. It sets a flux phi. So IMU and phi are in phase with each other because IMU sets a phi. Phi induces E1 and E1 according to Lenz law will oppose the supply voltage V1. So it will oppose the supply voltage V1 means E1 is in opposite direction to V1 and E1 induces E2, mutual induction effect. So E1 and E2 both are in same direction. So I am drawing the diagram. V1, this is phi axis, this is magnetizing current IMU. E1 opposite to V1 and E2 in phase with E1. E2 is mutual induction effect that is produced by E1, so both are in same direction. So this is vector diagram of ideal transformer under no load. Now practical transformer under no load. Practical transformer under no load. Now practical transformer means it will have losses. Losses taking place in core. The winding has some resistance. Since here it is ideal, so resistance is 0, there are no losses. But practically winding has some resistance, so some loss takes place in that winding. I square R. Current is flowing through the winding and winding has some resistance, so that loss I square R. So that loss is known as copper loss, indicated by IC. It has losses. IC, core loss. The loss taking place in core is known as IC, and since it is because of V1 in phase with V1. In phase with V1. So what is the vector diagram? V1, E1, E2, I mean this is IC. IC core loss component in phase with V1. I mu, this current is shown here also, and then this is IC. So if these two join, I0 is known as no load primary current. This is I mu is the current flowing. Since it is ideal transformer, there were no losses. I1 is equal to I mu in this case. But in this case, practical transformer, there will be losses. So I1 under no load primary current. No load primary current. Now it has some losses taking place in core. V1 magnetizes the core, so core loss. It is in phase with V1. So it is indicated in phase with V1. This is initially I mu. So there again I0 is this is a primary no load primary current. I0 is no load primary current. Right? Ideal transformer, this component exists here. Now I0 will appear in transformer with load, practical transformer with load. Now load is connected. So load is connected. N1 I1, number of turns on primary, N1 into I1 induces phi. Right? So here also N1 I1 induces phi, which induces E1. N1 I1 sets up phi, it induces E1 and then E2. But when the load is connected, I2 flows. So N2 into I2 sets up phi 2. Phi is going in this direction, generated by N1 I1. Phi is going in this direction. But N2 I2 will generate phi 2, that will be in opposite direction to phi. Opposing phi. opposing phi. Opposing phi means phi will reduce. Phi will reduce, so E1 will reduce. E1 will reduce means their vector difference. E1 is reducing means this difference will increase. E1 is reducing means N1 I1 produces phi, and when load is connected I2 flows. So as soon as I2 start flowing, N2 into I2 will produce phi 2. That phi 2 will be in opposite direction to phi. As it is opposing phi means phi will reduce. Phi will reduce means because of phi E1 is induced. So phi is reducing, E1 is induced. E1 is inducing means this difference, this minus this, will increase. It will increase means primary will draw additional current. Primary draws additional current indicated as I2 dash. I2 dash is additional primary current. So that I2 dash flowing from primary, N1 into I2 dash will again flow it. N1 I2 dash is flowing in primary, so N1 I2 dash will induce phi 2 dash. N1 I2 dash will induce phi 2 dash. Phi 2 is opposing phi. Phi 2 dash will oppose phi 2. Phi 2 is opposing phi. Phi 2 dash will oppose phi 2. So these are cancelled. So total flux remains phi. In transformer, total flux is always phi. Transformer is also known as a constant flux machine. N1 I1 in sets of phi. When load is connected, N2 I2 will set up phi 2. Phi 2 will oppose phi. Phi is opposed, so E1 will reduce. V1 minus E1 will increase. So primary will draw additional current. That additional current is indicated as I2. So N1 into I2 dash will induce phi 2 dash. Now since it is through primary, phi 2 is from this side to this side. Now phi 2 dash will be from this side to this side. It will oppose phi 2. Phi 2 dash opposes phi 2. Total flux remain phi. It means that N2 I2, which is setting phi 2, is opposed by N1 I2 dash, which is setting phi 2 dash. So this is known as N2 I2 balances N1 I2 dash. Phi 2 dash opposes phi, therefore total flux, phi 2 dash opposes phi 2, so total flux remain constant at phi. So now new vector diagram. V1 phi E2 E1 I2 lagging E2. This is suppose phi 2. So I naught, here I have mentioned it, I naught is no load primary current. I2 dash exactly in opposite direction to I2. What is I2 dash? Additional primary current. And if these two are, then this is known as I1. So I0 is no load primary current, I2 dash is additional primary current under load condition. So their vector addition is I1. I1 is vector addition of I0 and I2 dash. This much you have to explain when it is asked to explain transformer under no load. First case was ideal transformer, and in load. In second case, practical transformer under no load. Practical transformer and ideal transformer, what is the difference? Practical transformer has some losses. Now practical transformer with load, 3 cases. So you have to explain properly what is asked. I will give you the notes. You go through the notes, observe the video carefully, seriously study the notes, seriously note down the notes in your own handwriting. Right? So in next lecture we will study equivalent circuits of transformer. Okay.